Hello and welcome to the workshop. Thank you for stopping by. We appreciate you very, very much. Coming through, pulling up and talking a little bit of sneakers with us for a little bit of time. Buckets, how am I doing?
Bad, very bad.
Off to a bad start. We upload a brand new video.
Almost every single day.
Almost every single day. You can also find me outside of YouTube, outside of this little nook, outside of this sneaker. What's a word? What's a synonym for nook?
I mean, this is essentially a hallway.
A hallway? No, I don't like that.
That ends back there.
I don't think you know what a hallway is. Okay, we're gonna go with cubicle. A sneaker cubicle. If you're looking for me outside of this thing that you see here, Twitter and Instagram at Mr. Foamer Simpson. If you enjoyed today's video, please give us a thumbs up. It really does go a long way. So thank you in advance for that. And it's time to look at the sneakers. 3, 2, 1, bang, bang. This is the Atlas Nike SB Dunk High Lost at Sea. These released towards the end of 2020, and retail was the customary $110. Like most limited Nike SB sneakers, these did sell out, and I think resell is in the $500 range. In, up, and around that area anyway. Now, I know this is not a new release per se. This review is coming a few months after the fact, but I just think it's a really dope sneaker and kind of wanted to dive into them myself also. And I had no clue what the whole backstory was, the whole Lost at Sea thing. I never really paid attention to it. I just didn't really know what it was. Buckets, did you or do you now know, or am I about to put you on game?
You're about to put me on game, kid.
So you didn't know?
No.
Come on, man. And you call yourself a sneaker lover?
I mean, you didn't know.
Well, now I do.
Okay.
Now I do. It's besides the point, okay? This is what happened, all right? Buckets, I'm talking to you, and I'm also talking to everyone, but I'm sure a lot of people already know this. Me and you, we're a little late to the party here.
Behind the 8 ball.
We're a little behind the 8 ball. This is what happened. 1990, all right? There was a cargo ship going from Korea to the United States. Not exactly sure where. I think maybe Seattle, somewhere on the West Coast. All right. They hit some bad weather. All right. We've all seen Castaway. They were in a plane. Same thing.
It's similar.
Hit some turbulence.
Okay.
And they hit a storm. Okay. They lost a bunch of cargo. And one of the cargo containers, or some of the cargo containers, contained Nike sneakers. 60,000 plus sneakers.
Wow.
All right. Now, one of the pairs in that mix of lost sneakers was, okay, now I'm back here now, was the Nike Air Flight 90 in white and blue. All right. So they lost a bunch of them. They were washing up on shore later and after the fact. And so they took that. Atlas is Cali based, by the way. It's a Cali based sneaker spot. They took that theme and they gave it this aged, super vintage look because, listen, 30 years lost at sea. You saw what happened to Tom Hanks in I mean, how long was that? How long was he gone?
2 years.
He was gone a couple years. His wife remarried the dentist who lived down the street. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was a strange plot twist there.
He grew a beard. You know, I remember he drove a Jeep Grand Cherokee I want to say.
I don't remember that part.
There's a lot of different moving pieces there. That's just 2 years.
Okay.
So you can imagine
I don't know about the 2 years. That was a guess.
30 years.
Okay.
A lot changes.
For sure.
And so, boom, there you go. That's why you have this super aged aesthetic. Now, going back to the Air Flight 90s, that's why you see this Atlas on the tongue in this flight font, the classic font. Now, you recognize the font.
I do.
Okay, so there you go. You see that on the tongue. You see this cracked leather on the entire sneaker pretty much, which, again, giving it that very aged look. Same thing with the yellowed laces, and also the same thing on the midsole. I do think that the whole aged theme has maybe been a little bit overdone. I still like it. I know a lot of people don't like it at all, but when you have a backstory like this one, I just think it's dope. So I really love not only the look of these, but also the story behind them. A few more details. You got a swoosh on each side, standard stuff. Heel tab on the back. A couple extra laces, as you can see. Blue bottoms with the red Nike SB hit in the middle. I think they're dope. I dig them. I'm gonna tell you why I like sneakers, just me personally, why I like sneakers with this aesthetic, and that is, it's something I've said before. I like that they almost encourage you to wear them. They look better. They definitely don't look worse the more you beat them up and the more you wear them. And I think it just kind of plays into the whole look of them to begin with. And so often with the super limited, sought after sneakers that we see, you're kind of afraid to wear them. You don't want to crease them. You don't want to mess them up. You're walking down the street like, Daffy Duck because you don't want to get that crease in them. You don't want to ruin them. And these are the opposite of that. Was that a good Daffy Duck? Or
I don't know.
I don't really know what that was.
I'm going to put some quacks in there, though.
All right, put a little quacks in it. It's almost, I don't know if it was like a kangaroo thing.
Who knows?
Elbows too close to the sides. It's something. I got to work on my form. But, Buckets, you understand what I'm saying.
I do understand what you're saying.
Now, you and I, if you've been tuning in with any regularity, then you probably already know that about us. If you follow me on Instagram, you definitely know that about me. The more I like a sneaker, usually the more I wear it. And so that's why I like this aesthetic, okay? Rambling a little bit. Scale of 1 to 10. Buckets, you go first on these.
7.
7 out of 10. Don't like it. I'm going to go 8.8. I think these are actually a lot better than some of the other Nike SB releases we've seen recently and that have had a lot more hype than these. So it's not always about the hype, and the hype leaves so quick. I feel like there was hype around these maybe initially when they first dropped, but then it's just like, it just disappears.
I mean, a lot of people really like these.
Yeah, but I just don't hear them. I know people like them, but I don't hear people talking about them. You heard people talking about them. They were the best Nike SB of 2020, right?
Yeah.
You see people talking about them now?
No.
And that's the point.
It's not 2020.
And that's the point.
2021.
I'm not saying they just on the top 10 list. I still see people talking about Chunky Dunkies. I still see people talking about the Travis Scotts. I still see people talking about the Ben & Jerry's. I still see people talking about the Civilist. I don't see anybody talking about these. That's all I'm saying. Bam. Give me a gavel. And then,
we got to get out of here.
Case adjourned, whatever. Leave a comment below. Let us know how you feel. What are your thoughts on this colorway? What do you rank them? What do you rate them, I should say? Scale of 1 to 10. How do you feel about Nike SB and the massive resurgence that there's been? However you're feeling, leave a comment below and let us know. Always love to hear from you. Thank you for watching. You are very, very appreciated. We will be back tomorrow, mañana. Same time, same place, right here at the workshop with a brand new sneaker for your head tops. I got nothing else. Buckets, I know you're fed up or what?
I'm fed up.
Adios.